YouTube, what's going on? If you're new here, my name's Roger. I own a company called QVO Tactical where we make holsters and gear and also film content for this channel. In today's video, we are taking a look at some new stuff that has recently hit the market for your concealed carry needs. Of course, I'm talking about the new Sig Sauer X Macro equipped with the new Holosun EPS carry and the Streamlight TLR7 sub. Now, as always, I like to tell you guys how I go about getting these products in for review. I'm sure in recent weeks, you all have seen several videos on this new offering from Sig Sauer. Our buddies over at Ventura Munitions, local here in Las Vegas, they got a couple of these in stock. So I went down to their shop and I purchased one for about $850. I also purchased a Streamlight TLR7 sub from Ventura Munitions for this gun. Now, in regards to the new Holosun EPS carry, their red dot optic, Holosun reached out to us and asked us if we would like to try one out. They sent us this optic free of charge for us to use for this video and for future content. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into the specs of this new Sig Sauer concealed carry setup. The new Sig Sauer P365 X Macro is a compensated semi-automatic pistol and the newest addition to the P365 lineup. Now, the two most notable features will be the all-new compact grip module featuring a full 1913 rail and the included two 17-round steel magazines. 17-round capacity now makes this the smallest concealed carry option with the largest magazine capacity. In addition to the new grip module, you will notice that the gun now has an integrally compensated optic-ready slide. This gun utilizes a 3.1-inch barrel with a longer slide that is ported in order to help mitigate recoil. The gun will also ship with their X-Ray 3 sights and its optic cut for the Sig Romeo 0 footprint. Speaking of optics, let's talk about this new offering from Holosun. The specific model that I received is the EPS Carry Red with a 2 MOA dot. This is Holosun's new enclosed emitter offering for the subcompact platform. It's made from 7075 T6 aluminum, and because of its design, you will be able to use standard height backup sights on many pistol models. Battery life is stated to be up to 50,000 hours. The optic features the shake-wake technology and is waterproof IPX8 certified. There are additional models which feature their solar failsafe, and they're priced about $50 more. Now, because this new offering from Sig features a full 1913 rail, you are going to need to utilize the Streamlight TLR7 sub 1913 model. We have found that the included number 4 key works best with this weapon-like combination. It is also the key that you must utilize if you're going to use one of our holsters. Speaking of holsters, we utilized our Wingman appendix rig shown here. This is made by my company, QVO Tactical, here in Las Vegas. This one features our new chocolate chip smoke camo fabric overlay. The holster will have multiple points of adjustable retention, a wing to push in the grip of the firearm to prevent printing, a funneled opening, and the holster will be contoured to the natural curve of your body. This is my preferred choice of holsters as I like the additional magazine with me at all times. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into the range footage. Now, if you're familiar with the channel, then you know that we have already filmed 5 different videos on the P365 platform. I can tell you right now that this new X Macro is very similar to our previous video on the Spectre Comp. However, you have, in my opinion, a better grip and obviously more rounds. With that being said, we only put about 350 rounds through this gun while out on the range. As always, we filmed our first rounds through the gun, so here's that footage now. All right, guys, out here on the range with a very popular new EDC setup. This is the Sig P365 X Macro. So yeah, 17 rounds in the new 365 frame. Got a TLR7 sub on it and the new Holosun EPS carry. Their closed emitter for these micro or subcompacts. Anyway, these will be the first rounds through it. I got some 124s. The X Macro comes with the built-in compensated slide, much like the Spectre Comp we did a review on. So anyway, let's see how the first rounds are. Here we go. Definitely easy to keep the dot in line, and then or in the window in my field of view. I started speeding up. I threw 2 here, 1 in here and here, but for the most part, I loaded these to 15 rounds. So we have 13. Well, let's see. We got 4, so we got 11 in the black, 2 that are still alpha, and then 2 that are Charlie as I sped up. But I mean, it feels really good. Very similar to the Spectre Comp with that porting in the slide that's integrally done. So, but I am liking that longer grip, and obviously having 17 rounds over the standard 15 is going to be good. So I'm gonna have Jade and John try it out and see what they think. All right, we got John up now. He's gonna get his first rounds through the new P365 X Macro. Go for it, bud.
Nice. That does stay nice and flat.
Man, ever since our retro rifle video, your cadence has just been on fire. How you like it?
Feels good. I like it. Nice.
Let's go look at the hits. So it looks like as you sped up, we got just 2 Charlies, line breakers. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, feels good. It's nice. I like it. I like the grip too with my big hand, for sure.
All right, we got Jade up now. She's gonna get her first rounds through the new P365 X Macro. Go for it.
Not bad. Behind the camera, I thought it was going to be a little snappier just because of the sound, but
yeah, it's way louder over here.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that once you have it. Really easy to control, really flat too.
How do you think your grouping is?
Pretty decent. I think I got it.
Wow, all alpha. I don't see any additional Charlies.
Woohoo.
Wow, good job.
Yeah,
Jade approved. Now normally this is the part of the video where we jump into some build drills. However, unfortunately for this range trip, I forgot my shot timer at home. I still wanted to get some reps in with this new setup, so I decided to practice some draws from concealment. I found with the new larger grip, the gun was easy to get a purchase on. However, with it only being an inch thick, it was still very easy to conceal as well.
That's what she said.
I was also finding the dot very easy to pick up. You all know one of my favorite handgun optics is the Holosun 509T. I found this optic to be very similar, but with a smaller footprint, making it ideal for concealed carry. I reconfirmed this by running some drills, shooting on the move. I found that the new EPS carry is very easy to use even when shooting on the move and transitioning between targets. The several brightness settings are also really good in my opinion. We did some low light shooting towards the end of the range trip, and as you can see here, it was very easy to pick up the red dot on this white paper target while utilizing the TLR7 sub weapon light simultaneously. The dot is crisp and visible and does not get washed out against the white target. Now, like we always do, guys, I wanted to show the different grains of 9mm ammunition through the gun. Again, this gun having the integrally compensated slide, I definitely notice a difference, especially when shooting that plus P ammunition. All right, first 5 rounds are some 115s. Second set of 5 are some 124s. And the last set of 5 are the 90 grain plus Ps from Ultimate Ammunition. Now, as an added bonus, guys, I did bring out the new SOCP Tactical Fanny Pack. Vertx recently sent this out for us to try. If you're not familiar, I would definitely recommend checking out our first video on the SOCP sling that we did. This new offering from Vertx works as both a fanny pack or a larger sling. It will include a Velcro loop that simulates how your holster would attach to your belt. That will allow you to take your existing holster, like our QVO Tactical More Discreet, inside the waistband holster and utilize it inside this bag. With a little bit of practice, you'll be able to access your firearm quickly when needed. Now, for those of you wondering about what size firearms you're going to be able to fit inside this bag, with a holster, I definitely recommend sticking to the subcompact models like this P365 X Macro or a Hellcat Pro. If you're somebody who likes to run a larger firearm though, we were actually able to fit the new Springfield Prodigy 5-inch model with a 20-round mag, a red dot optic, and the Surefire X300 Ultra. You're probably not going to be able to run a holster with it. However, with the 1911 pistol having both a manual thumb safety and a grip safety, you might be comfortable with carrying it like this. Completely up to you, but I just recommend doing some training with it for sure. All right, guys, so while I was filming the B-roll portion of this holster segment, I actually pulled out one of our secondary on the waistband holsters for the Springfield Prodigy 5-inch with X300, and I have it mounted up to our Velcro mount here. I just wanted to see if it would actually work, and believe it or not, it actually goes in and closes just fine. So you could rock a larger frame gun with the holster, with our Velcro mount, and you'd be good to go. Comes out, and then you have that positive click and retention that you like in your holster. So just wanted to show you guys that as well, because, you know, flip-flops, fanny packs, they go together. Hey-o. Now, the last thing we wanted to do before we left the range was to get some low light shooting in. The sun was setting at this time, so it worked out perfectly. We utilized the TLR7 sub from Streamlight to do this. The light has become my go-to when running subcompact platforms. I'm a big fan of the TLR7A on compact guns like my Staccato C2s. The sub version utilizes the same easy-to-use tactile controls and produces enough light, making it very easy to identify your target, all while being in this nice compact size. All right, guys, now some of my overall thoughts on this setup. I am really digging the new Sig Sauer X Macro. I think that the new grip module is a great improvement, especially with the included back straps in different sizes. This will allow you to tailor the grip even more to your liking. I think that Sig has finally taken the positives with every model previous to this one and rolled them all into one. You have a nice deep optic cut allowing you to use standard iron sights. You have a full Picatinny rail, the largest mag capacity in its category, and the integrated compensated slide. They did all of this while making the price point $400 less than the previous Spectre Comp model that I actually purchased for $1,250. I hope that we start seeing grip modules being offered separately, as I will definitely be replacing the grip on that Spectre Comp that I previously purchased with one of these. Now for the new Holosun EPS carry. Holosun has been my go-to for my subcompact optics for a while. Bringing something to market with the 507K footprint, but now with a closed emitter, is a big win in my opinion. My only two complaints are going to be this. The included screws with my optic were all so long that I had to use the included adapter plate in order for the screws to fully seat. I did manage to find shorter screws from a different manufacturer, which allowed me to remove that optic plate. My second gripe will be in regards to the screw placement. When you are installing your optic, be sure to put a couple layers of masking tape over the lens and housing. The screws sit so close to the glass that you can easily scratch your lens or even mar up the finish of the optic housing like I did here. These are both very minimal things, and hopefully Holosun starts including one set of smaller screws. Guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you are someone who has been looking at the P365 platform, I definitely think that this is the one and done approach. I have several P365s, and this new X Macro model, in my opinion, takes the best features from every model previous to it. If you like the video, guys, give us a thumbs up down below because that does help out the channel. If you are new here, please consider subscribing because we post new videos every week. If you want to further support our content, please check out that Patreon link down below. Our Patreon members are a huge reason why we keep making these videos for you guys all to watch. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.